This video contains subject matter that may be offensive and disturbing to some people. If you are the type to require a warning throughout a video or show, let this message serve as your warning. This channel discusses the harsh reality of true crime. If this warning is not sufficient for you, consider a different genre and unsubscribe from my channel immediately. Hello, this is Gray Hughes of Gray Hughes Investigates on YouTube. Today's video is regarding the traffic camera video that I purchased associated with the Carlee Russell case, and specifically between 9 and 10 p.m. on July 13th, 2023. One of the cameras is at mile marker 11.7 and the other at 13.99, which is at the I-459 and Highway 31 intersection. So the first camera is located right around in this area. It's on a large pole up in the air, and then right around in this area there is the other camera filming this direction. I thought that would be relevant because Carlee was over here working and then picking up food, and then thus she would have driven down 459 in this direction, headed in this direction. The footage is apparently between 9 and 10 p.m. When you look at the video, it is 58 minutes and 14 seconds. So that means if it's a solid hour, we're missing 1 minute and 46 seconds. And I believe I found that portion of the video that's missing. So this is the first video at mile marker 11.7. This is the video that was put on the news, but unfortunately they left out some crucial parts of the video on the news, so we weren't given all the information. It does appear that her car stops for 3 minutes before driving forward and pulling over at 11.4 mile marker. There also is a strange moment where it appears the video is missing footage. Some people call it a glitch. This happens at around 9:30 and 4 seconds. It skips to about 1:46 ahead, which accounts for the minute and 46 seconds that we were missing before. Because all the rest of the video, there are no glitches. So we're missing about 1:46, and that exact missing minute 46 also takes place on the other footage that I have. So on this footage right here, let's go to that. So on this footage right here, which is at mile marker 13.99 facing northeast. Right when you get to 9:30 and 4 seconds, watch this. We'll put it right here. And watch it play at the top. 9:30, 3, 4, and then watch the traffic. Oh, it just skips around. And it's missing the exact same amount of time, 1:46. And unfortunately, that would be the exact time that Carlee's car would have been driving back from getting food. Alright, so let's go back to the original video that we've watched, and it is at the mile marker 11.7 facing southwest. So I'm going to scrub through this part here. If you want to see the full-length video, it's on my channel. So I'm going to move it to the 9:30 mark again and show you the exact same glitch here. So should be... Right now we're at 9:29 52 seconds, so it'll be happening relatively shortly here. All right, now we're at 9:30. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now watch the traffic. It just completely shifts, so we're missing the exact same minute 46. And what makes this interesting is that, see this vehicle right there? If you go back just a little bit further at 29:57, there's the vehicle, and watch. Right here, this vehicle. It turns on its flashers to pull over, and it looked apparently like it was about to pull over at the exact same mile marker where Carlee's car was found. Look it, here it is right here. This vehicle right here. There's no signal on, so it puts it on, apparently to pull over to the shoulder of the road, which would have been right there, but we're missing all of that footage. So that definitely makes it, gives you the conspiracy vibe. But I think the fact that it's on two different cameras at the same time make that less likely that it's just some random person went in there and edited it out. I mean, it's also just, that stuff never happens, okay? Where you have this traffic camera footage and somebody literally gets into the file somewhere and then removes stuff so that the public doesn't get to see it. Of course, the conspiracy people will go, oh, you're nuts, man. You're crazy. They do it all the time. They do it all the time. Right. Okay, so then about 3 minutes later, Carlee's car pulls up in. You can't see the vehicle, but it's at 9:33 in like 20 seconds. So let me, all of this portion here is missing, okay? This portion right here, so let me just show you from 9:30 and 3 seconds to 9:31 and 48 seconds, or 49-ish, it is missing, all right? So this is where it picks up again at 9:31 and 56 seconds. The video I was just showing you was after the glitch happened, but the glitch happened, watch it in real time right here, so it's 9:29 and 43 seconds. We'll just play it again. And here we go. This vehicle right here does not have its light signal on, but then it turns on, apparently looking like it's about to pull over at that same mile marker, 11.4. All right, now all of this playing, it goes on until, let's just see exactly when it turns on so you guys can know specifically. 9:31 and 50 seconds. So 9:31 and 50 seconds is when the camera footage works again. All right, so let's just fast forward it to about right there at 9:33 and 10 seconds. And sorry, we do have some construction going on. Now look at the bottom of the screen. See that flashing light? You can see Carlee's car is just slowly trickling underneath the camera right there. And it's slowly moving, and then it stops. So right now her vehicle is stopped, but you see the flashing lights of her vehicle just below on the bottom part of the screen there. So it's flashing, and it just keeps flashing there. And it flashes there for 3 minutes. Her car does not move. So that does open up the door for the original story where she says that she pulled over and there was a child there and there was a scream and something may have happened to her. And then one of the people who abducted her could have got into her vehicle and drove the vehicle to mile marker 11.4. They got out and they ran through the woods into that neighborhood. Because maybe the original kidnappers are in that neighborhood themselves. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there as a possible theory. The other vehicle, if you believe in the conspiracy and the glitch was meaningful, would be that somebody was dropped off right there at a 11.4 mile marker. And they were waiting for her, and she was slowly moving along, texting, hey, where are you? Like, where do I find you? Then gets in her car and slowly drives down the shoulder of the road there to look for this person. And then eventually they go, yeah, I'm right here. And then she pulls over at 11.4, gets out and goes with that person. I'm still mainly in the camp that this is a ruse, completely set up, and it's not real, and the abduction part of her story is false, but it does put more weight into the original theory, the fact that her car is sitting there for 3 minutes. Notice it's still blinking down there at the bottom of the screen. So I'll just fast forward a little bit to 36:11. And now we've got the actual time here. Before, on previous videos, We weren't sure, but now it sort of extends out, and we know now. Look at the time up above. This is when her 911 call was made. So her car is parked with the lights blinking below the camera. Okay, then she called home apparently at 9:36, and again her car is still parked there. And then you hear a scream and so forth, and then right after the scream, apparently, her vehicle moves forward 0.4 miles and pulls over to the side of the road at mile marker 11.4. So we'll see that shortly. So her vehicle's still, and very soon it's going to pull forward. There it goes, slowly. This is real speed, by the way. It's just the angle of the camera makes the vehicles appear slow. So there goes her vehicle down the road. And I think it gets around in that area at about 9:37. I don't have the exact number in my head, so let's see what happens. Just passing the McDonald's sign area right now, and then pulling up very close to mile marker 11.4 at 9:37 and 14 seconds. It stops. Very shortly after that, you see a car door open, an individual get out, go behind the vehicle, and stand there. And you can see them on the back right of the vehicle. Looks like they sort of crouch down, doing something. Don't really know for sure. And there goes the construction sound again. But I need to get this out there because I think it gives you sort of the interesting moments all in one package. So that looks like the individual might be still moving around there, but then right there, right around in this time frame, like 9:38:05 or 6, it looks like they headed off to the right. But interestingly, then later, there appears to be sort of this, like right there, a shape in the background there, but I don't know if that's just camera pixelation or what that is. I can't tell anymore. Earlier, you could see the individual there. But looks like right around in this time frame, they take off, and there's no more person standing around. I mean, we can wait until, I have this video going until the police show up. On this version, yeah, because after the police show up, there's so much light that you can't really make out anything on the screen anyways. So I'll just kind of scrub it forward here. And if you need to watch the part in between, like I said, I put the entire video out there for you to watch. So it's 9:40. So I think what I've been able to do here is fix the time on the video itself. So now we know that her car was stopped when she made the 911 call out of view of the camera. And then we also know that at 9:46, her car was stopped out of view of the camera when she called home. And then she pulls forward, and it's more like 9:47 when she pulls up next to mile marker 11.4. So I think the police show up on the scene really soon here. So 9:40, 55 seconds. Let's see. It's almost here. Right there. So 9:41 and 7 seconds. And she pulled up to the scene. Let's get the timing of that. So 9:41 and 7 seconds is when the cops showed up. The police showed up in their vehicles. And she pulls over. I'm pretty sure it was 9:37 and maybe 10 or 15 seconds. So that would be 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes. That's when she pulled over. So the comment about that they showed up 4 minutes after the 911 call doesn't add up, okay? The 911 call was made 3 minutes before, so that would be 7 minutes later. So she got there at 9:37:14. The police show up at 9:41 and 9 seconds or so. 9:41 and let's get the exact time. Yeah, 9:41 and like 6 seconds is when the lights start flashing on the screen. So that's about 4 minutes. However, the 911 call was made at 9:34, which is when she was stopped, and that means there's 7 minutes from the 911 until the police got there, which is, I think, pretty damn good, actually. So right after this, I removed, every time that there was a flashing light, I removed the flash and just kept the part where there's no flash on the screen. I think it allows you to see a little bit better the movement. So that's coming up right after this. This is when she pulls up to mile marker 11.4, or her vehicle does. We don't know for certain now, because of the stop, that she's the one that was in the vehicle. So you see her get out of the car, walk around to the side. I had one extra flash in there. I don't know how that got in there, but so you can see her standing there in the light. Or the person who was driving the vehicle. And it looks like they're moving around, but it's hard to really tell because it's so many lights and cars moving around, causing issues and pixelation. And this doesn't have time on it. This is what I did with the original footage that was released before.
Great. Did you get...
Alright, now this is just the full length video here. I can show you right here if you hit property, and it says it is right here on the screen 58 minutes and 14 seconds. So the minute 46 was the missing time, and the video was 1280 by 720. The file size was 127.42 megabytes, and that is the file that I actually purchased. And I purchased the other one too. I guess I got 2 for 1 on that. And the other video, the glitch covers the approximate time that her car would have been seen driving down the highway headed towards this location. All right, so why don't you leave your comments under the video and let me know what you think, and you guys can discuss it in the comments section. All right, so make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys very much for watching. The parents did put out a video on, I think it was the Today Show. It wasn't really a video, it was an interview on the Today Show, where they still believe that she was abducted and so forth, and there's an ongoing investigation. So it could just be that that's what she's telling them, but it could actually be a reality given the fact that the car does stop out of view for 3 minutes, then it moves forward. It wasn't a continuous drive, and it also makes it seem before you'd have to have a second loop around for there to be a child because her blinkers were on. How would you have known to put your blinkers on, your hazard lights on, if there was a child way up there that you're pulling over to, right? So in that story, it was that you made a loop around, taking various exits, turning around, and you saw a child, and then you came back around and you slowed down with your hazard lights on, looking for that very same child. Okay, but now that's out the window because the car stopped. And now it's possible that there was some sort of a lure or a child there because the car stops for 3 minutes just out of view of the camera. And that's when the 911 call was made. That's when the call was made to the family member. And then the car then pulls forward and pulls over. Okay, so tell me what scenario you think is happening here, and I'll read the comments in the comments section. So thank you guys very much. Again, like, share, and subscribe. And as I always say, everybody, until next time, be safe out there.